Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're talking about one of the biggest updates this month for seniors, retirees, and disability beneficiaries across the United States. If you receive Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, then listen closely because there's a critical deadline coming up on November 15th, and it could mean a $3,000 payment for millions of Americans. This isn't just another rumor or headline. This update comes from confirmed government payment schedules and official program guidance. So, before you scroll past or click away, make sure you understand what's happening, who qualifies, and how you can ensure you don't miss out before the mid-November cutoff. Now, I know many of you have been waiting month after month for some good news, especially with the cost of living getting higher, groceries still expensive, and electricity and heating bills on the rise. You've worked hard your whole life and you deserve some real support. The good news is there are several confirmed payments rolling out through the Social Security Administration, the Department of Veterans Affairs, and the Supplemental Security Income Program. And yes, for many recipients, these can total up to $3,000 this November, especially when combined with cost of living adjustments and bonus payments for certain groups. Before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. This community is all about keeping seniors and families informed. No confusing jargon, no complicated explanations, just the truth in simple, easy-to-understand terms. So, if you rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an update. Alright, let's break it all down step by step. The first thing you need to understand is the timing. November 15th is a key date that affects millions of people across three major programs: Social Security, SSI, and VA. This isn't just an ordinary payday. It's a combination of scheduled payments, adjustment payouts, and in some cases, late filed back pay and direct deposits being cleared before Thanksgiving. The reason this date is so important is because it's the final window for November processing for those still awaiting corrections or updated deposit information. Many seniors don't realize that if your bank details were recently changed, or if your payment method was switched from paper checks to direct deposit, the government must process your information before the mid-month cycle to ensure your money arrives on time. Missing that window could push your payment into December, and that's exactly why everyone is talking about November 15th. Let's start with the Social Security retirement and disability payments first. For most beneficiaries, the Social Security Administration issues payments on a staggered schedule based on your birth date. But this month, because of the Veterans Day federal holiday and internal scheduling adjustments, there's a short overlap between mid-month SSA payments and VA disbursements. That overlap means that November 15th becomes the unified processing date for several different benefit types, particularly for those receiving both SSA and VA benefits, or for those who receive SSI and SSDI together. If you fall into one of these groups, you could be seeing a combined deposit that totals around $3,000, sometimes more depending on your individual benefit rate, state supplements, and whether you qualify for the ongoing cost of living adjustment back pay. Now, some of you might be wondering, where is this $3,000 number coming from? The figure represents a combined total based on several confirmed payment sources. Standard Social Security benefits averaging around $1,915 per recipient, SSI benefits that range up to $943 for individuals and $1,415 for couples, and VA compensation payments that vary widely based on disability ratings, dependence, and eligibility status. For millions of Americans who receive two or even three of these at once, their total November deposits can reach, and in some cases exceed, the $3,000 mark. But here's what's critical to understand. You must be up to date in the system before November 15th. That means your direct deposit information, mailing address, and eligibility status need to be correct. If you've recently moved, changed banks, or switched from paper checks to electronic deposits, make sure your details have been updated through the official channels, not through third-party sites or email requests. And this isn't just about one payment. What's happening this month also lays the foundation for what's coming in early 2025, because these updates are part of a broader recalibration of federal benefits leading into the next cost of living increase and year-end supplemental adjustments. So, let's go through each group carefully, starting with Social Security retirement and disability beneficiaries, then SSI recipients, and finally veterans and survivors under VA programs. For those receiving Social Security retirement benefits, November is a major month. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that the standard payment schedule continues, but due to the Veterans Day holiday falling on November 11th, some deposits were pushed forward to earlier in the week, while others will align with the November 13th to 15th cycle. That means many seniors will see their payments hit earlier than expected, with an extra batch of corrected or delayed deposits processed right before November 15th. Those born between the 11th and 20th of the month generally receive their payments during the second cycle, which this year aligns closely with November 13th and 15th. That's why so many people are seeing messages or alerts from their banks indicating pending SSA deposits around those dates. If you're receiving SSDI, that's Social Security Disability Insurance, the same schedule applies but with a few key differences. SSDI recipients who started receiving benefits before May 1997 get paid on the 3rd of each month, which means their main payment has already gone out. However, those who receive SSDI alongside SSI, or who have pending adjustments due to updated income or cost of living changes, may see an additional mid-month payment to reconcile those updates. In simpler terms, if your benefits were recently recalculated, if you had withheld payments being restored, or if your account required a re-verification due to bank changes or reporting issues, your make-up payment is likely to appear around November 15th. This mid-month cycle also includes what's known as offset clearances. That's when previously delayed payments are released after verification. These can include amounts that bring your total up to that $3,000 figure everyone's talking about. Now let's talk about why this is happening now. The Social Security Administration has been clearing a backlog of benefit recalculations connected to the 2024 to 2025 cost of living adjustment. The official COLA increase for 2025 will begin in January, but adjustments and retroactive recalculations are being finalized this November for those whose data updates were pending. This means if your benefit rate was adjusted but the update hadn't yet reached your payment line, this November you could receive that extra amount as a lump sum correction. In addition, there's a separate wave of IRS-approved rebates and state-level energy assistance programs that are being coordinated through direct deposits in November. While not technically a federal stimulus, these programs are structured to support seniors and low-income households through the end of the year. And because many states use the Social Security payment infrastructure to disburse these, they can appear as part of your normal deposit, adding to that total figure around $3,000 for the month. It's a lot to keep track of, but here's what it means for you. If you're a Social Security recipient, whether retired, disabled, or receiving survivor benefits, check your bank account carefully between November 13th and 15th, because your deposit may include multiple components in one transaction. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to understand why this November 15th deadline and the $3,000 Social Security payment matter so much. For millions of seniors, veterans, and individuals with disabilities, this isn't just about another deposit hitting the bank. It's about finally receiving the support you've earned through decades of work, service, and dedication. Whether you rely on Social Security retirement checks, SSI support, SSDI disability benefits, or VA compensation, every dollar counts, especially now when the cost of food, medicine, and housing keeps rising. This November, the system is aligning in a rare way. Mid-month processing is releasing long-awaited corrections, supplemental payments, and benefit recalculations, creating one of the most significant combined payout cycles of the year. For some, it may show up as a single large deposit. For others, it might arrive in 2 or 3 smaller ones spread across the week. Either way, it's essential to stay alert, monitor your bank account closely, and verify that your personal information is up to date. If you've been waiting for a back payment, a cost of living adjustment correction, or a delayed deposit, November 15th could finally bring some relief. But remember, this is also your last chance before the holiday season to make sure the Social Security Administration and the Department of Veterans Affairs have everything they need from you. After this point, most manual updates won't be processed until January, so double-check now to avoid any interruptions. For those who've been struggling to keep up, know that you're not alone. Millions of Americans are going through the same challenges, and this community is here to keep you informed and supported. That's why staying connected matters so much. When you subscribe, you're not just following another news channel, you're joining a family of seniors and caregivers who look out for one another and make sure that no one misses the help they deserve. As the year draws to a close, take comfort in knowing that your benefits are adjusting upward, that new programs are being activated to help you through the winter, and that 2025 will bring an even higher COLA increase. Every payment, every update, every confirmation letter you receive is a reminder that your contributions, your years of work and service, still matter deeply to this country. So, Keep an eye on your account this week, verify your details before the November 15th cutoff, and make sure your financial security is locked in before the new year begins. Thank you for watching, for trusting this channel, and for staying informed. Please remember to subscribe, share this video with someone who may not know about these updates, and keep checking back for more important news about your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. You've earned every bit of what's coming your way, and you deserve to receive it on time. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next update.